It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge.
Celtics foul.
This homestand ends here for the Clippers as they get ready to hit the road.
First team foul.
Kevin, the streak has been very difficult since this team has struggled of late, and the struggles may continue. They've got a really tough challenge against this team.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
Now here's Tatum. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Shot clock at 3. Nice shot by Smart. Two defensive-minded teams, Steve, in the building tonight. These teams are so good, aren't they, at getting stops?
They are. Points will be hard to come by. Both teams give maximum effort on the defensive end, and that's hard to do night after night.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum gets the bucket.
A leak from deep. Tatum joined the league as a fantastic three-point shooter. Didn't have to add that to his game.
Now here's Brown. His last outing, he had 24 points.
Robert Williams.
Shots good by Williams.
The assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
No good from Zubats.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but indeed just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. George with no one around. And nothing is falling for him right now. Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team. Back to Smart. Pass to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. In the corner, Horford with it. Horford double team. Boston needs to get off a shot. And finished off by Brown.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Now Brown. Paul George missing from long range. Outside Williams.
I'm open right here.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside Smart. He's looking for Williams and finds him.
Robert Williams.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Tatum no good. Clippers trailed by 13. Here's George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Takes a step back. From the wing. And it's Brown missing.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Kicks it out to Covington. To the middle. It's tipped. And is out of bounds to the Clippers. As the Clippers retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And that one is good from Zubac.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Now here's Brown. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Leonard with the steal. Here's Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
Outside Williams. Brown outside. Paul George with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And it's blocked by Brown. Good work there as it goes. Jackson's got 6. Driving the lane. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
With the score.
Celtics lead by 9. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in town.
To the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
Pass to Hartenstein. It's deflected. Back to Kennard. Crafty move. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Right side, White. Back to Tatum. And the foul called on Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris.
That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Horford in the post. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Nice shot by Smart.
Marcus Smart.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior. And what impressed me about Smart last year, and we're seeing it this year as well, his patience and precision as a playmaker.
Hartenstein can't get it to go. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to White. Now here's Williams. White inside. A second chance effort. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 8.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the board. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And the assist totals show how far Smart has come.
Averaging around 3 dimes a year at the start of his career. He's now doubling that effort when given the minutes. Good sign for him and his team.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul.
Checking in for the Celtics.
Nobody here. Williams.
Daniel Tice.
And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Wasted no time on that one.
3-pointer.
He's got 5.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Pass Pass to Williams. Lets it go from deep. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I mean, a tough one. Faced some serious intensity in terms of that comeback, and they just got overwhelmed in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't stay in the game long enough to force overtime.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. But they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Left side, Batum. Took him no time at all on that one. Batum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates. Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Here's Batum. It's Powell on the wing. And it's White with the rebound. Celtics leading by 12. And it's Tice in the corner. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Tice has got his second basket of the night.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Down low, beyond the arc. And another three for the Clippers.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Now here's White. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Pritchard. And the three off target. Powell, no one around him. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
And as good as his offense has been, Norman Powell's calling card since he entered the league is his defense.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Spins. Jackson. He takes it in. Back to Zubac. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Brown wide open. He fired.
Jaylen Brown.
The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And Smitty, what makes Powell such a great defender? Clearly he has the tools.
Yes, Kevin. He has good awareness, that's one. Lateral quickness, and he's very physical, and he puts that 6'11" wingspan to use.
From the arc. A shot off that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Outside Leonard. Fires the three. Horford with the rebound. Boston leading by 16. Tatum draws the double. Outside, Smart. Left side, Horford. George, that's a two-pointer. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And the Celtics with possession here. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Back to Smart. The kick out to Williams. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got his third basket of the night right there. Steve is a bigger guard with a great three-point shot. You have to think you would have done well in today's game.
Yeah, Kevin, but probably as a center, a pick and pop big, because everybody's playing smaller now. So I doubt you'd have found me in the backcourt.
Outside, Smart. They get it back. The kick out to Tatum. Pass to Brown. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Checking in for the Celtics, Robert Williams.
Outside, Jackson. Outside, George. From outside, off the mark.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. To the paint. The shot by George, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Three-point basket.
Brown's got 8 points.
The defense a step slow.
2 minutes
You can see the
remaining in
results.
third quarter. 2 minutes.
Outside for George. Right side, Covington. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Los Angeles with another miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The kick out to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to
Clippers
stop
take a
Tatum,
timeout.
a wing who can score in so many different ways.
All right. Look who's coming onto the court.
Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
.125 left in the third. Screen by Zubac. Covington in the corner. Back to Jackson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. It's deflected. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. White's running. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Celtics.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Right wing. Tice, no one around him. Off target from outside. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
From deep, George drains the three-pointer. George has got 5.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Cans it from downtown.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And the shot goes in. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Jackson. Misses the layup. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Boston on top, running away with it.
And
On the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so here are the Clippers. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
A decisive finish for Reggie Jackson at the rim.
With the step back. White goes in. Outside Williams. That three off the mark. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And here's George for three. Buries it from three-point range.
Here we go, his second made from beyond the arc in the second half after having no such luck in the first.
Outside White. Pass to Pritchard. Clock at 6. With a step back. The Clippers grab the miss. It's tipped. Here's Leonard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Love the finish through contact. Kawhi is even stronger than he looks.
For three. And they recover it. Back to White. To the paint. And Tice throws it down.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
Here's Leonard. And he banks in the layup. That's 7 points for Leonard.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Cornette. Here's Tice.
Daniel Tice.
Nails the 16-footer.
Assisted by
Tice has got 4 points this quarter.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Derek White.
And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
At the line
Paul
for your
George
first.
can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%, and he seems to be getting better with age.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor. Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there, pure power.
Now we could feel that one all the way over here. Tries the spin move. From deep. The rebound by the Celtics. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's Brown on the wing. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 20. Pass to George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here comes Horford leading the fast break. Outside Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Three-pointer.
Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Boston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental